to Spirit of the Outdoors. I am working on putting together some sheaths. I have made some knives today. Just out here working on stuff, and I was going to film a video this afternoon, but I ain't going to get to. So the reason I'm making this video is it's going to be a couple of days before y'all get a video if I don't make this one. Like possibly 3-4 days. And I'll tell you why. A lot going on for one thing. I don't know. I can't get nothing done no more. I mean, it's like I can work all day wide open, and I don't seem to be getting nowhere. And my eyes is going bad apparently. And I think the more I wear glasses, the more I gotta have glasses. So anyway, I'm gluing these sheaths up, and I always glue it and then lay a piece of heavy metal on there, hold it down till it dries a little bit before So I got me some goldenrod tea made. I just can't get everything done. I got my building out here. I'm waiting on, I got to take a log and have it sawed up to get my lathing to go on it before I could do any more on it. I had to work on my daughter's car today. She kind of messed the front end up just a little bit, and so I just had to reattach the bumpers. What I had to do, straighten some stuff up, put the bumper on. It wasn't that bad, just a little minor fender bender. So I had to do that, and I've been working on some knives, trying to get. I done got behind again because I'm only going to get into work like 3 days a week. Every week, whatever, there's always something comes up going on. I'm like, what in the world? How can this much stuff? So anyway, tomorrow I have got to go to Germantown with Michelle to deliver pottery. So we'll be going up there. It's just everyday life stuff, running business type stuff. So I was going to go crappie fishing today. I mean, I really, really wanted to go crappie fishing. But time I got stuff that I had to do here done, I was trying to get a knife shipped today. Well, it's a holiday. So I didn't know that. Every time you turn around, they're having some kind of holiday. I don't know what they celebrating this time, but last time I griped about it being a holiday, I didn't even know what holiday it was. It was Martin Luther King Day, and I was racist by one fellow's standards because I didn't even know what. And today, I think it's Columbus Day, but I've got the same opinion. Every time we turn around, we're having a holiday, and everybody's off work for whatever, craziness, really. When you work for yourself, you work every day. I don't care whose holiday, who we celebrate. It ain't nothing against them. I get sick of the holidays every time you turn around. That ain't really, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, such as this. I'm for celebrating all this. These somebody's birthday, and we're gonna shut down everything. So what? So it ain't because the last time I fussed about it happened to be Martin Luther King Day. It ain't because he was Martin Luther King. Here's Columbus. Why are we celebrating his birthday, Anyway, I'll find something to gripe about, regardless of what's going on. But my greens is coming up in my garden. I've still got a trailer load of firewood. I'm going to go out there in a little bit. We're going to start unloading some of that. I got to get that off. And somebody had asked me the other day in a comment about if I knew anything about the wild cucumbers. Well, I went down to my buddy's today that makes knives. He wanted to show me some leather he had got. He got some printed leather in. He's going to do some inlay work. But anyway, this is wild cucumbers. He's got these growing like right beside his carport, and he mowed around them and let them grow. He didn't know what they was at first. And you can tell like green, they look like a watermelon. So I got some basically for seed. They're edible. I hadn't done a lot of research on them. I'm going to, so we can see what's what on them. And I had the mail showed up today, so I got to do an unboxing all video on this. Look, Beavercraft sent me another new hatchet. I'm going to get out and play with it. This one is more, I love the other one I have. I really do. This one is more for splitting firewood and such as that than the other. The other one's more of a carving type hatchet. So I got to do a video of that. And I've got a bag from Tidewee in there. I was going to do a video on at some point, but I wanted to have time to put my stuff in it and actually go be using the bag when I video. And it's a big, like, pack elk out of a mountains type bag. It's got a frame in it. Very nice. Well made. I was really impressed with the quality when I got it. And I have actually had it a while. It's been in there because it was too warm to be out doing hunting type stuff. But I am getting more into the photography part of stuff. And I'm going to go on some overnights where I'm hunting, obviously, but I'm taking camera gear where I'm setting up just filming stuff because if I'm going to sit there and wait on a big buck to walk out to shoot, possibly, I want to be able to film the squirrel, the bird, because I enjoy doing that. It occupies me and it keeps me dialed in where I'm not just sitting there like everybody else in a deer stand scrolling through, something on your phone. And I am bad, really, normally, when I go sit in a deer stand to take a book to read, something to occupy me, because if I'm just sitting there looking around, I'm moving too much because I'm like, what was that? What was over here? No, oh, what's over there? So if I got something, I'm sitting there I'm more still. So the phone is not a totally bad thing, except the phone will suck you in to the point you'll look up, deer been standing out there or one across and you don't never see it. So, and books can do that too. Don't get me wrong, they can. So anyway, I'm just gluing up some knife sheaths. I made me a Gideon knife, my knife. And then I said, you know what? I'm selling it. I did. I called. Somebody wanted one made out of Bodock. I messaged them and said, hey, you want this knife? Because I'm going to make me one out of this mesquite wood. I wrote mesquite on it, but it has a beautiful grain. And I've got two short pieces, or one piece is little. It's not long enough to make a Jonah out of. So I've finished these two up today. I got to oil the handles. I haven't done that. And those of you that don't know on here, I think you say key rings. Shipping, everything, $15. $15 flat price, you get a key ring in your mailbox. So if you want one, let me know. I've got one left right now, but I got, where's it at? I got all my stuff. Oh, and look at that beauty. Y'all seen that. I know y'all seen the giveaway now. $10 a chance on this. Oh, right here. Right here is what I was after. Look at all them key rings. I had to order a bunch of them so we can make key rings. I knocked all my leather off. I got a bunch of sheath blanks. I cut my sheath blanks out long. So whenever somebody says I want left-handed or right-handed, it just depends on where I cut this into at to make it right-handed, left-handed. And I talked to my buddy Don Lanier this morning, discussing making a sheath horizontal. And I thought I'd bring this up out here, and I don't have one out here. When I made my Bowie knife, I made a sheath that had another piece of leather. All right, these ain't put together yet. So instead of folding this around and making a belt loop, you would cut that off right there, and you would basically have, two pieces of obviously turned like this, with a knife in there, and then you would sew another piece of leather on back here that the belt would run through, and you could run the belt through this way or this way, so you could wear it any way you wanted to. I've done that on the Bowies. So I'm thinking, because I've had some people ask about horizontal sheaths for these knives. So I may build one. I have never done it. Probably what I'll do is, being that my sheath is made totally different than all the rest of them I'm making. I'm probably going to make me another sheath in the style that I'm talking about and wear it a while and see if I like it. and see if I do them. So I don't know if y'all got a good close-up look at this or not. I need to put something on this fringe so that it don't start curling all up, which some people really like it curled all up, and it gives it a lot of character. But anyway, this is a giveaway knife. It is for the men's ministry department. I am doing these pretty much strictly through PayPal, unless you want to mail me a check or something. They're $10 a chance. By all the chance you want, we're going to run this till like mid-November. I have got to have a meeting. They're having a meeting tomorrow at the church, but I'm going to be in Germantown, Memphis. So I'm probably going to not be back in time. I miss that meeting. So I have got to get a date set on when we're going to do a cooking for the men's department. I'm also got to work on the cooking we're going to do for Spirit of the Outdoors I do in the fall. And as fast as time is going by, y'all, I don't know how I'm going to get it done. It just be that way. Y'all, that barge is glued right under. That is some wonderful stuff. I'm fixing that to order me another can. But look at that. You got a knife, ain't got to have no stitching. That joker's together. Now, you can tear it apart, but... So what I got to do now is I go over there and put it on my belt grinder and slick all of these edges on this up good. And then this is for the Gideon. I'm making this one to put this knife in. Now the Gideon and the patch knife I lace around the outside, and then the Jonah is laced straight down inside. So that is difference in them, and I've got to get over here with some leather and cut some more strips before I put the other one together. But I am running out of time, running out of daylight, so I stopped, went out here, fed the chickens a while ago. Think I'm going to walk y'all down there and let's look at the garden and the greens coming up. While I'm walking down there, y'all see the post is all still up. Some of you may not have seen this building project. We're going to get the knife shop added on too. He's standing there, look, he stands right there waiting for one of them other roosters to come over here so they can fight each other through the wire. You can see where they pushed the wire out. That's the only spot he can see over into that other pen. Hard-headed things. And y'all, I was kind of disappointed right here. I don't know what that is coming up right there. But down there, I planted those nut parts of the garlic. Well, there ain't but two of them coming back up. So I don't know what happened. And this year, y'all, all of my goldenrod, I guess from the last storms, is just laid down. So let me get behind me. Y'all look at these greens. Mustards and turnips. Right now, you can't tell the difference. Them things is growing fast. Now, I turned the sprinkler on day before yesterday and watered them in some. And then I come in and I planted me 6 more cabbages and 6 more collard plants. So we've got 2 full rows right here, 1 full row of collards and 1 full row of cabbage. And they're up doing good. So the next thing I'm fixing to do is I bought me a whole sack full of onion, the little things. I'm probably fixing to till all this mess. I got to get in here and clean up this because these wires is fixing to come down. I'm finna do away with this mess. We're going to put cattle panels up next year because this sagging business I can't deal with no more. So I want to be able to get in there, and I probably need to spread everything out. So as permanent as I thought that would be, that's all coming down sometime before garden season. So what I'm getting at is I'm going to put them onions right down through here for right now, I think. We'll have to see. I probably need to be doing that right now. But here I stand walking around trying to make a video. You got to do what you want to do. But look at all my goldenrod and stuff. Goldenrod, I love to see it blooming and all, and usually it's up big, pretty. And this year, man, there was very little of it. A lot of this medicinal garden stuff didn't do as well this year as it has done in the past. So I don't know what I'm going to do. That sumac right there, I've got to do some research. I don't even know if that's the one, but it don't make the red clusters on the top for whatever reason. I don't know if it's male or female or whatever, but anyway, we got chickens everywhere. I need somebody to come get some chickens. I am not shipping chicken. Everybody that wants chickens is way off in Timbuktu somewhere. I ain't shipping chickens. I just ain't doing it. I got a little gray in here, and then there's a hen that I think she is Kelso. Out of that Kelso bunch. There is a pair of Clemens Grays in there. There's one Mule Train Gray little rooster right here. There's 2 white banties right here. Everything in this row needs to be gone. And then when I get over here, all these roosters that's back out here's got to go. I'm done feeding chickens, y'all. I won't keep just enough to raise. So there is a pair, and they have a baby in there with them that I think is going to be a rooster. But this is a pair of they're bantam, but that hen has got a little bit of toppy in her, because you see that little poop on top of her head. I about know, but they come out of a white banty that I had one time. So they got some game, and them's not purebred. Kelsos, there's a trio of them in there. And then I'm keeping this pair here. I'm going to move them over yonder when I get rid of some stuff out of them pens over yonder. And then there's a rooster right here that I don't really know what he is. He's a pretty rooster though. He don't come over here where you can look at him. And I had some company come up a while ago, so I had to tie Roxanne up. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. She don't like to be tied up, but if I tell her to come get on this chain, she'll come right over here and sit down. She gone. Wide open. So another thing I have got to get done for y'all too is I got a little bit of corn out of the corn patch. And we got to get over here to the sheller. I brought it over here and shell all of it. So hopefully me and Brody get out here and shell that here before long. What's going on with that? And I got to get over here and start unloading this trailer load of firewood, because I need to be over there cutting some more of it. And I got too many projects. Brody wanting a new dinosaur, and there lays one out here in the dirt with a bunch of stuff. I don't know that I'm going to order him enough. I told him he learned them ABCs, we might. So I have piled a whole bunch of stuff between my trailer and where I got to get to put wood, so I got to move all that to unload my wood. The trailer's still loaded with all hickory, y'all. Every bit of that is hickory. Looks like it done started getting bugs in it. So anyway, I got a lot going on, a lot to do. I just really wanted to just drop in here and tell y'all that it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be out of town. There ain't going to be no video probably for tomorrow. And then, I don't know. It may be a couple of days before I get to do something to make a video on. I just got a lot I need to get caught up on. Anyway, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.